Good morning, Ravens. My name is JP Cardenas, and I hope that you guys are having a fantastic day. Today, we will be having our athletic signing ceremony day in the Aux Gym, and 5 of our very own ONW students are going to be signing with their colleges. So we're going to swing it on over to the Aux Gym, and make sure to stay tuned for ONW Now afterwards.
Good morning. Whoa. Good morning, everyone. Better hold this down here. My name is Joe Gunderson. I'm the athletic director here, and I want to welcome you all to our 2021 Fall Athletic Signing Ceremony. To me, this is one of the best days out of the year. This is a day that we get to celebrate our athletes who have done all the work, who have put in the time, who have spent hours and hours and hours working at the craft that they're going to get to go and continue in college. It's also a day that we get to thank our parents and our grandparents and our friends and everybody who has helped with a ride to the game or come and cheered them on or got up at 5 a.m. to drive to a practice or a tournament or whatever. It's a great day, and these athletes have put in the time, and they are student athletes. They've gotten the grades. They've put in the time on the field or the court or the lake, and we are super proud of them. So I am going to introduce our coaches. Our first coach, Coach Sean Lopez, who will talk about our first athlete who gets to sign today.
All right, first of all, I'd like to say that, I'm grateful for it being Veterans Day and for all of our veterans out there. The other thing is, this class, the 2022s, have faced challenges like no other. With COVID and going through all the stuff that they've gone through during their seasons, but a big thing and a big part of the recruiting process, the athletes that were already at the colleges are given extra years of eligibility, which limits opportunities for the 2022s especially. They were hit pretty hard by that. So for our 5 athletes to be here and overcoming those challenges, it's pretty amazing. So congratulations to all of you. All right, with that said, it is my pleasure and honor to introduce Paige White. She is going on to Mid-America Nazarene University here in Olathe, and she's going to participate in softball and weightlifting. So that's awesome. She's going to be a dual sport athlete. And today with her are her parents, Jason and Melissa, and also her current club team is the Warriors, and we're fortunate enough to have Mr. Lance Farthing here. So welcome. And then she has played for the Sluggers, a long-time organization, have been with them for a while. We're also fortunate enough to be joined by Coach Brian Most and assistant coach Crystal Moley, and Corey Shinstock is not available to be here today, but he was also involved. Mid-American Nazarene is coached by Coach Jordan Jones, and she is getting a good one here with Paige White. So Paige plans to major in nursing, and she's been very active, involved at OATC and in the nursing program, and driving back and forth and getting to practices has been a little bit of a challenge, but she's made it work and done a great job at that. In our program, we ask for our girls to do 2 things. 1, have a great attitude, and 2, bring a championship effort. Paige has done both of these things and lived up to that expectation from day one. She's one of the hardest working athletes that we've had through our program to this point. She's always asking, what can I do to improve, or where do you need me, or how do I improve on a certain skill or a certain technique on everything, and just a sponge for information. And that's kind of what you want in an athlete, is just to be a team player and to just do whatever. She's played positions. Years ago when I saw her play, she was pitching and playing outfield, and I saw her playing second base, and I think I saw her playing shortstop at one time, and she plays first base for us. So she's been kind of all over and just learning the different positions and doing a great job at it. So as a sophomore, Paige, we only had 10 days of the season. It was canceled because of that one thing. Okay, and like during those 10 days, you could just see the growth just happening, and we were super disappointed that all went down and the season was canceled, but you could see the growth happening and her development already in just those 10 days. And she carried that on over into that summer and took up weightlifting and really kind of developed a passion for that as well. That, I believe, added a lot of strength to her game, her physical stature, and really developed her passion for both weightlifting and softball more. So follow that up with the 2021 season, this past season. Just had an incredible year. had some challenges, but overcame them as well. Probably the highlight of, which we kind of talked about last night, was I sat and watched the video on her last night. There was a moment we had against St. Thomas Aquinas. The game was tied 7-7 in the 7th inning. Bottom of the 7th, we were home team. We had runners at second and third. They should have walked her, but they didn't. First base was open. Their coach comes out kind of halfway and yells, "Hey, don't give her anything to hit. We got a base open." Well, guess what they did? Right down the middle, and Paige made it hurt. So hits a 3-run homer, walk-off home run over the center field fence. And it was a moment that I'm glad we got on video because it'll last forever. It was awesome. So, I don't know, Coach Katie and I are just super fortunate enough to get one more year with you, and we're looking forward to all that. She's going to be a great senior leader this year, and so one of the greatest compliments you can really give an athlete in softball is to just say they're a softball player. And Paige is just that. She is a softball player. She will play anywhere you need her and do whatever it takes. That's awesome. Coach Jones and Mid-American Nazarene University are getting an outstanding player and an even better person. Ladies and gentlemen, Paige White.
Thank you, Coach. I'm Coach Setter of baseball, and I am here to talk about Christian Kotwitz. He is going to be going to Asbury University right outside of Lexington, Kentucky. We haven't sent very many people there before, so I think this is a great opportunity for him to go out and see a little bit different part of the country. As many of you will know, he's going to be a multimedia journalist, and he likes the program there. I think that's going to fit with him really well. If you've seen him on ONW Now, he's really good at it, and he's kind of made for the camera. With baseball, it's so funny because I remember he was a bowler, and he's like, his freshman and sophomore year, he's like, "Coach, I want to do conditioning. I want to do conditioning." And I'm like, "You can't. You're in a winter sport." He goes, "Well, what if I get coach to say it's okay?" And I'm like, "Well, if your coach lets you do it, then I guess it's okay." When we did conditioning in the morning, and so he got the coach to do that, and he was doing conditioning for baseball while he was doing bowling. So that showed you just how committed he is to the sport. That baseball was his first love, and obviously, as Coach said, we lost our sophomore year, and then last year he was one of the top players on JV, hit over 300 for us that last year, and with we had a lot of seniors last year on our varsity, so now can make that move up to replace those seniors. He plays first base some and third base, and for us on the field. And he's the one thing, and if everyone who knows him knows this, incredible teammate. Everyone loves playing with him. He is very vocal. He will do anything for anybody on his team. He will go run down foul balls without ever asking, and as a coach of baseball, you love that. He hustles, he works. Once again, he's just a good teammate. Everyone really likes playing with him, and his skills and his athleticism has just gotten better and better and better every year, and I can see why Asbury College wants them, because he has worked so hard. And the last thing really is, if you wanted to look up Raven in the dictionary, you would see Christian's picture. He's on with Ecom and being on TV, and with RFC, he's the first person at the football games, basketball games, he's at volleyball games. He is really probably the biggest cheerleader or supporter of Olathe Northwest there is in this school. I would argue anybody on that. And it just shows how much he cares about other people and things bigger than him. His parents, grandparents raised him right. He's a really good kid, great baseball player, and I'm really excited for your future because I think it's going to be a very bright one. So let's give Christian a hand as he signs with Asbury University. And here's Coach Graham.
Thanks, Coach. My name is Chris Graham, and I have the privilege today to introduce Kayla Nance as she signs with Baker. Kaylee is joined by her parents today, obviously a crew in the stands as well, and then her future college coach and assistant coach and current club coach as well, Sarah Matthews and Carlos Rodriguez. So thank you guys for being here today. Want to congratulate all of these kids on the accomplishment of signing today. It is an awesome opportunity and just a great thing, and I think all of us would agree as coaches that we're very fortunate that we get to coach really good kids first, right? And so that's one of the biggest things that I think with Kaylee that is illustrated as well. So like I said, I have the distinct privilege today to recognize Kaylee Nance as she signs with Baker University. By the time that Kaylee graduates, she will be a 4-year letter winner within our program at Olathe Northwest. She is the epitome of what coaches want out of their student athletes. She's a kid who has worked extremely hard to continue to improve herself as an athlete and a player over her time here. She's an outstanding teammate, and the way that she trains and competes sets a wonderful example for the rest of her teammates and every player within our entire program. She will be looked to this year as a senior leader, and I have no doubt that she'll run with that opportunity as she had with other opportunities so far. She'll be a fantastic addition to not only the Baker women's soccer program, but the Baker community as well. And I have no doubt that Kayla will be successful in what she chooses to do because of her work ethic and her character. And when she walks off the field for the last time at ONW, I will wish her the absolute best, but not until then. So congrats to Kaylee on signing with Baker.
I'm Mike Grove. I'm the head men's basketball coach here at Olathe Northwest, and again, I'd like to congratulate all the college signees today. It's a great honor. I can remember back when I was in high school and had the opportunity to do that, and it was a big, big deal for me and my family, and I know it is for you as well. So again, I want to congratulate you. I'm here to represent Zack Dejani. Zayd and his parents and his sisters are in the crowd, and his grandparents, and Victor Williams, his AAU club coaches here as well. But, you know, this is a big day for he and his family. For most of you that know Zayd, he's been aspiring and setting goals and dreaming about playing collegiate basketball for a long time. And to see all that come to fruition is really, really neat. His parents and his family have been super supportive along the way. And he's done it the old-fashioned way. I mean, 2 years ago, he was not being recruited. And last year at this time, we had just started initiating talks with colleges. And then all of a sudden, he starts getting more and more interest. And he did it the old-fashioned way, and when I say that, I mean that by being coachable. You know, we sat down and we talked about a couple things that had to change in order for him to be recruitable, and that was he needed to change his shot. And at the age of 16, you tell someone that your leading scorer that you need to overhaul your shot. That's very difficult to do. It takes a lot of time, a lot of dedication, and he did that. He did that. Okay. He also had to overhaul his body. Okay, and it's a testament to what he's done in the weight room. Is the reason why he's signing with the top 20 Division II program at Washburn University and Coach Brett Ballard. A lot of hard work, a lot of dedication from him first, and then all the support from his family second. And with that being said, I couldn't be more proud to be his high school basketball coach. We've got a lot of work still to do, but Brett Ballard and the Ichabods at Washburn University are getting a heck of a basketball player. So at this time, I'd like to congratulate Zack Dejani.
It's my pleasure to get to introduce Dane Kobriger. Dane is not your typical athlete at Olathe Northwest. Dane is going on a fishing scholarship, a bass fishing scholarship to Drury University. And I've only gotten to know Dane recently, but seems like just an outstanding young man, and got to hear some things from his coach about him, and they're super excited at Drury University to get him. Dane fell into fishing. He was another multi-sport athlete who tore his ACL twice in 8th grade, was his last one, and had to give up some of the other sports and fell in love with fishing. So he started doing competitive high school tournaments in the 9th grade, and he ended up going to this huge national Bassmaster Combine in Decatur, Alabama. What was it, a couple months ago? And got seen by some colleges, and Drury University was lucky enough to get him, and he is super excited about that, and Drury is super excited to get him. So I just want to say congratulations to Dane and his family, and we wish you the best of luck. Before we conclude the official ceremony and let you come down and take pictures and do some refreshments, I do need to give thanks to our office staff. My assistant, Karen, did an outstanding job. She's right over there, if we could give her a hand. And all of the ladies in the office for all the work we do. Also for the e-communications department for videoing this so that families and friends who could not be here today get to witness this and can go back and look at it as well. So thanks to our e-com program. If we could give them a hand, they do an amazing job. Once again, I just want to say thank you for coming, but more importantly, thank you for being there for these athletes. The coaches mentioned what a difficult last couple of years it's been through COVID. It's been that way for everyone, but it's really a testimony to their dedication that they stuck through it, and that they are getting scholarships at a time when there are 5- and 6-year seniors out there and the scholarships are slim to none. So these students have persevered and they've done a great job, and we wish you the best. We're super proud of you at Olathe Northwest, and thanks for all that you've done, and congratulations once again. Thank you. At this time, if you are a family member or friend and like to get pictures, we can do that. I would ask in just a moment if we could get one picture with everyone, with all of the athletes right here in the middle. If we could do that real quick. Athletes, if you would come up here.
Hello Ravens, and welcome to another ONW Now. I'm Lego She alongside Gandalf the Grey. I see you're doing the No Shave November, huh?
Been going strong for 2,000 years. We have a lot to show you today, including how Hy-Vee gets ready for the holidays.
Along with look inside the Race Project KC.
And finally, we dive into pennies for shoes and what it means.
All right, Ravens, let's get into it. One in 4 students at our school are people of color. Let's take it to Paul's staff for a story over the Race Project KC and how it impacts our students and our school.
Race Project KC is a partnership between the Johnson County Public Library and the Nelson Atkins Library, whose goal is to not only spread awareness, but talk about identity in the greater Kansas City area, including the suburbs like Olathe, Shawnee Mission, Blue Valley. So they bring students together from KCMO, from the Missouri side, depending on the year.
We asked ONW students participating in Race Project KC what they thought about the program.
What got me interested in the Race Project was to gain new perspectives of different races and ethnicities, and can I relate to them or help them, just to gain empathy.
The Race Project for me, it really helps me gain new perspectives on how the Kansas City community has dealt with race issues in the present and past, and it gives me more knowledge on how to maybe fix those issues for the future.
I think it gives me a chance to learn about other cultures and the racial issues that are in Kansas City, and talk to other schools about it.
It's honestly it's really nice to have like a space of like both students and teachers from like across Kansas and Missouri just to talk about like diversity and race and stuff.
I think the Race Project really affects the people that obviously participate in it, but the people that participate in it can take away knowledge from that and then spread it around the school to make the school more conscious about racial issues.
The Race Project actually gave me a voice and way to connect with other people that have the same kind of problems than me.
For ONW Now, this has been Paul Staff. Now back to the desk.
Each year the district gives us the honor of giving back in many ways. This year the way we're giving back is pennies for shoes. Any spare change you have to donate will be given to the Olathe Mayor's Pennies for Shoes. So please, if you have any coins laying around, bring them to Miss Debbie in the front office where there will be a big water jug to put them in.
Hi, this is Mayor John Bacon. On behalf of the Olathe Mayor's Children's Fund, thanks so much for your contributions to the Pennies for Shoes campaign in past years. With your help, we've been able to buy thousands of pairs of shoes for kids that may not have otherwise been able to afford them. If you see this container in the school, make sure you put some pennies in it this year. If everyone does a little, we can accomplish a lot. So thanks again, and we're looking forward to another successful campaign this year.
Wow, that seems pretty important. Well, guys, make sure you dig through those couch cushions and empty out your car cup holders because those kids need those pennies. Now let's take it to Cody Baldoff and Drew Higgins for the story on Hy-Vee and how they prepare for the holidays.
Welcome back, Raven Nation. I'm Cody Baldoff, and I'm here at Hy-Vee, and we are going to be interviewing workers to see what they are doing to prepare for the holiday season.
Just try to get all the products that we get out in a nice way. As you know, the turkeys might be a little shy on availability this year, so we try to stay ahead, to do everything for our customers that come in.
Yeah, so we're really looking through a lot of movement history, seeing what we sold last year and ordering for this year to make sure that we don't run out of stuff.
Just buying in a lot of stock to hold us over for the holidays, make sure we can supplement every customer as their needs are met.
Yep, you'll walk the back room and see pallets of sugar, pallets of canned vegetables. We're ready to go.
We asked the Hy-Vee workers, how does the store operate with the upcoming holidays compared to an average week?
So compared to an average week on the business side, number one, your sales are going to increase, so your staffing is going to need to increase. The amount of product you carry in the back room, on the floor, everything increases compared to an average day. Sets are expanded to focus on holiday items versus non-holiday items.
Then we asked, what factors of the job bring the most stress, and how will they be able to limit those for the holiday season?
I'd say the most stressful factors of the job during the holidays would probably be just the fact that labor increasing, a lot more traffic in the store. I mean, store conditions still got to be perfect. There's still the standards we set, but it's just an influx of customers and stuff going out the door, so we just have to work twice as hard to make sure everyone's taken care of and the store still looks great.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been Cody Baldoff and Drew Higgins, and taking an inside look at Hy-Vee and what they do for the holiday season. Now back to the desk.
I know I love eating turkey. What about you?
My personal favorite is the mashed potatoes.
Make sure to get your shopping done early this year to beat all the traffic in the store. Last Friday, our football team headed to ODAC to battle crosstown rivals Olathe North in the second round of the playoffs. In the first quarter, the Ravens got the ball first and ate up almost 8 minutes on the clock, finishing the drive with a Brett Deckett 2-yard touchdown run. But on the ensuing kickoff, the Eagles took it to the house for a touchdown. ONW kept it close going into the half, just trailing 14-7. But in the end, our Ravens fell to the Eagles 49-13. It was a magical season full of amazing plays and big wins over Olathe West and Shawnee Mission Northwest. Thank you to all the seniors you've done for the program.
You know, we love our Raven Nation here, but I envision a day where we'll have a Raven Globe. And on that Raven Globe, all Ravens from around the world will be able to take pride in our Raven Nation. And it's important to know about issues that go on in the world right now. So let's take it to Nathan Langseth for Around the World.
What's up, Ravens? This is Nathan Langseth bringing you a few stories from around the world. This weekend, famous artist Travis Scott held his annual Houston Astroworld Festival. However, it spiraled out into a tragedy with over 8 fatalities and 14 people hospitalized. According to satellite images, China has built a mock-up of a U.S. Navy aircraft carrier and destroyer in its northwestern desert, possibly for a practice for a future naval clash as tensions rise between the nations. China has massively upgraded its military in recent years, and its capability and intentions are increasingly concerning to the United States. A severe lack of funds and an exponential surge in food prices is leaving 95% of Afghans hungry. This has resorted to innocent children being sold to cover food expenses. For ONW Now, this has been Nathan Langseth. Now back to the desk.
That's all we've got for you today, Ravens. Thanks for tuning in and watching this week's ONW Now. And don't forget to do Gray Out tomorrow.
I love Gray. For more updates on our school activities and more, check out all of our social media at the Raven Network.
Have a safe and fun weekend.
Bye, Ravens.